Hello, everybody. Hey there. So I'm just getting things set up here. This is the first time there's a lot of steps to have to follow to go live um, for these lives. And this is my first one. So I'm just making sure everything is working correctly. But hi. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is in the day for you. I want to talk today about feeling stuck after loss. And perhaps it's gratitude that is the key to help you getting unstuck, the key that you need to help you get unstuck from wherever you're feeling stuck right now. And if if you are if you're feeling stuck, especially after loss, whatever loss that might be that you're dealing with, um, what I have to share today is really something that you can take with you even on days that you're not feeling stuck. Um, I think everybody has the opportunity to be able to practice gratitude, no matter where they're at in life. And especially if you're feeling stuck from being wherever you've been, going through whatever you've gone through. Um, Sometimes when you feel like you're trying really, really hard, no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to shake that heaviness that you've been through. Whether it's the end of a relationship or a really big life change or the loss of something really important to you, like a job or whatever that might be, finding happiness again can a lot of times feel impossible. But today I want to share something that actually really, really helped me shift my mindset after loss, after what I went through myself. And that's gratitude. Being able to practice gratitude can change how you feel in an instant. And I know that this is probably going to sound cliche or even impossible, especially when you're in the amount of pain that you're in or that you've been in. But stick with me here because I'm going to show you how this one practice can really, really change everything for you. I remember I remember a time when I felt completely lost after my own loss. When my marriage ended, and even though I was the one that left and initiated the process of the divorce, I still woke up every day feeling really empty and unsure of how I was going to move forward. I I felt like I was in survival mode. Like I just wanted to crawl into a hole and not come out until everything was hunky dory, but that was not possible. That was not possible. When I learned how quickly practicing gratitude shifted my mood, for one, it was it was incredible how fast that shifts when you can try to find even one thing that you're grateful for, one thing that you can be thankful for, even if it's really, really hard to find what that is. That one thing really, really changes your mood. And it is nearly impossible. It is nearly impossible to be both angry, sad, upset, whatever, and grateful and happy at the same time. When you're when you can find small little things to look forward to and to notice that are going well, like let's say birds chirping outside the window, or a nice warm bed to crawl into at night, or even that wonderful hot cup of coffee that you look forward to every morning. When you can look forward to those things and you start noticing those little moments of peace and joy over time, that gratitude is going to help you rebuild the happiness that you feel like you've lost. one small, tiny step at a time. You will get there. And there's ways that you can do that so that it doesn't have to feel overwhelming and extremely, extremely like impossible. There's ways that you can do that. And that's what I want to share with you today. The steps, there's 3 steps that you can do starting today to help you start to practice that gratitude and start to find those things that you can look forward to every day. The first one is starting small and keeping it simple. You don't have to feel grateful for everything all at once. You don't. Start by writing down 1 or 2 things every day that you might typically overlook. Like maybe you got a, hey, how's it going message from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. Or you heard a song on the radio that always lifts your mood up and you haven't heard that song in a while. Notice those tiny little things that, like I said, you might be overlooking that you can recognize each day. The key, the key is keeping it consistent and simple and not trying to perfect everything. The key is to just start small and simple. And once you start doing that on a daily basis, you're going to get in the habit of looking for those tiny little things that help lift you up. And they're just going to build on each other. The next tip is turning that gratitude into a habit. And to turn that into a habit, you need to start small as you do in step 1 in the first tip that I gave. Turning it into a habit is going to help you build that into your new normal and create a new lifestyle for you, basically. Pairing gratitude with something that you already do daily. Maybe every morning before you get out of bed, you think of one thing that you're grateful for that day. That you think of one thing, even if it's before you go to bed at night, think of one thing that you are grateful for happening in your day that day. Reflect on something good that happened. The more you practice, the more natural it's going to become. And the more natural it becomes, the more it becomes part of your lifestyle. And then the next thing, the next tip is, and this one is really, really powerful, instead of focusing on what's missing, try asking yourself, what has this experience taught me? And I get it. It's really hard sometimes to not question, why does this keep happening to me? When is this ever going to get better? What have I done to deserve all of this? It's natural to be asking yourself those things, but if you continue to dwell on those things instead of focusing on the one thing that went well, it changes it changes your thought processes. It changes how you see things. Sometimes sometimes it takes time to see those things, and even in the hardest moments, there's always something that you can learn from those moments. I am a true believer in there's always a silver lining in everything that happens. Even sometimes you have to look a little bit harder. Sometimes you have to look a little bit deeper, but there is always a silver lining in everything that happens. Everything. And I'm here to tell you gratitude isn't going to take the pain away. It's not going to erase that pain, but it is going to help you see the potential in front of you. It's going to help you focus on the good instead of the bad. So I wanted to just hop on here quick and give you those 3 quick tips on how you can start practicing more gratitude in your life. once you get used to practicing more gratitude in your life, you're going to see how more positive things start flowing your way, start coming your way, start attracting to you. And I'm actually I'm putting together a free guide right now that's going to go into more detail of these gratitude tips that I just shared today. So if you would like, if you'd like that freebie, once I have it ready, comment freebie in the comments here so I can send it to you as soon as it's ready. Otherwise, that's all I have for now. I hope you have a most wonderful rest of your day.